What's up? So, the other day, or when I uploaded my FabFilter R video, for some reason I lost like 5 subscribers, and someone was saying, oh, like, why are you in Ableton instead of Bitwig or whatever? So, like, I don't know if people are like mad that I also use Ableton. It's kind of silly, but I'm gonna try to do something in Bitwig. But the reason I did that is because like Bitwig is just really hard on like the CPU. So trying to record it at the same time is like laggy like this, as you can see. And it doesn't do that as much in Ableton, which is for some reason still open. If that would like to close, that'd be great. Also, someone pointed out the automation event thing in this corner, and I'll be honest, I don't know if that's new or not, but I can say I definitely didn't notice it. So for all the times I'm trying to do like pitch bends, where's the pitches? Somewhere over here. So many of them. Chords, really? Where are they? Did I stick them all together? Okay, here's one. No, it's drum machine. All right, I'm missing things. What? Dude. What? Okay, anyways, I'm doing pitch bends. So for example, it's at 0% automatically. Sometimes I would, if I moved it to like if I grabbed it from an awkward interval, like 62.8, I can't get it back to 0 like really easy. And I never knew you could just come over here and then type in 0, which is really funny. And someone told me that, so that's cool. So I guess what I can do is I'm going to show off Tool. We're going to see how far we can get in playing this, so I can not prove, but like point out that like it is in fact kind of complicated to use Bitwig here for this, like for recording right now until I get my PC, which will be soon. But let's see how smooth this goes. We're not going to even make it to the drop. Okay, that actually played, which is good, but visually this is not in any sort of way like pleasing. But it does actually play surprisingly well. That's where that idea started. So yeah, let's talk about Tool then in this laggy. But yeah, for clarification, I have been using Ableton recently for sound design purposes, like doing basses and stuff. Like in Ableton have just been like so wicked. Like I've done some cool things here in Ableton. I'll actually import them. I'll import them here real quick. Can I do that? Yeah, I should be able to. I can slide this, I think. Nope, Snagit's not recording the screen. It's just going to show everything. Let's see, what do we got? So we have this sick D&B, which is going to need a new track. I think that's the new track line. Let's see. Yeah, over here. Did it? I don't know what's happening. I'm trying to like, yeah, that's the new track line. Why isn't it? Okay, one above, like here. Yeah, that's what I wanted. So we have that, and is it bass or basses? This one. This will be my like small examples of what I've done in Ableton, which are much harder to do. Well, not harder to do. They just the sound design came to me a lot faster in Ableton than it did. And look, I have memes on my desktop. Ha ha ha. So funny. All right. Is there like an alt? Like alt plus should fix this, right? Yeah, cool. All right. So if we take like any type of stretching off here, this is a bit of distraction before we get into Tool. Oh no, did I reverse one accident? Kind of awkward. I did. Loop and then take the raw and then. All right, so here's something I just made today. Yep. And then this is something I made like forever ago. Like not forever ago, like probably like 2 weeks ago. Like that kind of stuff, those kinds of sounds come out so much easier in Ableton. Like, and that's purely just because of I feel more like sound designy, if that makes sense, in Ableton, but less like arranging, which is like weird. And like if we, so basically, I like the built-in OTT vocoder and EQ8 and glue compressor are just like so nice to have for sound design, because like I like vocoder is like the best thing ever, and so is the OTT. It's so customizable versus like the Xfer one. But yeah, that's it. So let's talk about Tool. So in Tool, I use Tool here in this sound. Nope, this sound. This pink one. Nope, this pink one. This purple one? Psh, don't do this to me. I have to. I know I'm using it in here. This blue one? What? Yeah, this purple one. Oh, I'm using the mixer like a noob. So basically, I have a sound, and it goes like this. It just moves across like the pan. How I would have usually did that is I would have added a tool. This is laggy. This is why I don't. I'm trying to like think of tutorial ideas right now that don't involve Bitwig but are still universal. But yeah, so you have Tool. Has left and right like selection or inverts, so you can like basically switch left and right by doing this. And then you have amplitude, which only goes down to -36, which is relatively unhearable. However, it's not silent. So if you put this before like OTT, it's not going to do anything. And so this is helpful because I have, like, for example, a preset in here that's like volume mod, and it's this. It's just this here. So like if I move this, it turns down, turns it up. So this is good because I like to do this, and I don't like to use the mixer to volume mod. And then also it's kind of annoying to use this bipolar mod in here to do it. So I like to do a 0 to 100 instead of -100 to 0. So I just attach that to it. So it's like that. And then panning. I don't use this to pan, like, say, percussion, but I use it to do panning if I'm trying to do panning as an effect, like panning like this, or if I'm doing like a sound effect that goes like, comes in from the left and hits the center really hard, I'll use volume mod. Then you have some width options, which will add some stereo to things, like. So I'm not sure how this works. I think it's messing with the volume of the side, basically, because I think width gives you more side. There's a way to test this. Yeah, so what it's doing is it's increasing the volume of the stereo. I don't know if it's getting rid of all of the stereo when you put it down, and that makes it like all the way mono. We can test that, thankfully, due to modern technology. So if we take this out, that's all mono, and we can put another band here that's mono only and make it a high cut. And then what we do is we'll just turn this off. So that's what it sounds like. So if we turn these both off, okay, so it doesn't completely remove the mono, but it's definitely raising the volume of the sides. That's how the width works, is it basically raises the volume of the side. So all the stereo stuff, so any phasing and things that have like any difference between the left and right headphone, basically, it's just raising the volume of that stuff. And then if you take it down, it removes all the volume of that stuff. So that's cool. 100%, it won't do anything. And then you have your panning, and that's basically it. So tool is really helpful for making sound effects, I find. Maybe we can go look at something else I have, because maybe there's more panning in there that I can show. Like, I'm trying to find like a good example of like how I've been using it. I am loading a project right now, right? I can't tell. By the way, if you have OS Sierra on Mac, or you're thinking about it, don't get it yet. There's some really weird problems with it that are really irritating, and I want to downgrade. I'm just like too lazy. Basically, if I ever unplug my AI from my computer, it just like crashes no matter what. I can like disconnect every single program from my laptop and it still will just like crash for no reason. So it's really irritating. Discord, there's some graphical glitches, like many graphical glitches with Sierra, noticeably in Discord like all the time. And yeah, it's my warning to you. Here we go. So here I use Tool for this sound, which is just like a crash. So you can hear the difference between that, and it comes in like a little differently. I think that's the only one that uses Tool. This uses some other stuff that I could talk about at some point. Maybe I'll make a video after that about like making sound effects. But I'll probably do that in Ableton because it's going to be laggy in Bitwig. And that's what I use it in mostly here. And maybe we could listen to this as well. Yeah, we could definitely listen to this. The problem with this project, though, to keep in mind, is the intro's gone because I removed a bunch of libraries. I actually had a really solid intro, and I removed my contact libraries off my computer because I wasn't using them when they're taking up space. And so the intro is like this. I like how everything I ever show is always like half finished, and I just never like actually finish them. So there was a part here that was supposed to have strings, basically. There were strings. It sounded really good. The intro had like some long, dragged out like chord for contact that like had like all the elements in it, and then I had some like really cool panning and Tool. Basically, I was using Tool and it was like modulating it. So it was all like boop 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 and yeah. That's all gone. To be fair, I probably could find an older version and just stick that there, like the audio, but yeah. So yeah, that was the Tool. There was a lot of Tool stuff in there. Not necessarily Tool, but things you can do in Tool, such as like panning or whatever. I think there's a lot of panning over in this percussion section. In the toms, obviously. I thought there was more panning than that. Anyways, panning's important. You should pan. yes, that tool's not too complicated, so I basically just added extra stuff. There's more like a rambling video, I guess, and I'll make another video about sound designing sound effects, I guess. Things you can, simple things you can do to change the game. Yeah, thanks for watching.